to May on Friday, May 2020. That's where we're at now, which I told you I'm excited for a little bit because it just feels like April has been it's been heavily dragging. It's been dragging for some time there, but nonetheless, as we're moving through, one of the things to bring up, some fun stuff here to round out the show is on this Tuesday, 28th of April. It's a few birthdays to mention, some celebrity birthdays. I thought every time I read a celebrity birthday or somebody that you know of, I still can't believe, maybe it's because it's making me feel older, but I can't believe some of the age. Today is the birthday of a late night show host, retired host, and he's got a show now that I think it was called something in his garage or his garage, but Jay Leno's Garage, I think it's called. Jay Leno's birthday is today. He is 70 years old. That was interesting there. 70 years old for Jay Leno. Penelope Cruz, gorgeous Penelope Cruz, 46 years old today. And Jessica Alba, beautiful Jessica Alba, is 39 years old today, with a couple birthdays there. Now, with that, some news attacks here is a study says that children allowed to watch R-rated movies are more likely, get this, to start drinking at an early age. Now, that's interesting. Now, I didn't see anything more there. I tried to research that one a little bit, but I thought that would be throwing it out there as a little question. It's trying to find some logic with that. As a new study shows that children allowed to watch R-rated movies may be more likely to start drinking at an early age. Just to follow suit, I guess, with the logic of what they see in the movies is what they're getting after there. I think that one's a little bogus. Nonetheless. Now, another news attack story was, and this is funny because this takes me back to the idea of frozen yogurt with a good old Seinfeld episode, but a study says that most yogurt that is sold on your grocery store shelves, and I'm sure that's one of the things that's been consumed quite a bit, is some of the yogurt products, because it's that snack. So if you're eating throughout the day while you're at home quarantined or with a stay-at-home order, yogurt is that quick little fix and in between. But a study says that most of your grocery yogurt that is for sale is not as healthy as most of us think. And a lot of that has to do with the idea of the added sugars and fruits and stuff that are in it. And then they say particularly the ones that have, for example, M&Ms that go in it, or cookies and cream that actually have cookies that go in it, or rainbow sprinkles that go in it, which is true that, yeah, it's probably not as healthy. And the ones I buy is the ones that are supposed to have the billions of probiotics that is drinkable, that I have every morning. And I know that there's probably a lot of sugar in there nonetheless, but I have one of those every morning, and I'd like to think that's somewhat healthy, right, as in for the probiotics. Now, for my son, he likes some of the yogurt, like I said, that's got the M&Ms in it. Now, we bought some other yogurt, and I've seen this with kids, is they have like, I remember when I was a kid, the Trix yogurt, or some of the ones that have like the was it Paw Patrol, or some of the other cartoon type character type of yogurts. And we bought some of those for him. I can't even eat them because they're too sweet, and they're just full of sugar, and it's almost gritty to want to eat that, because I can tell you that yogurt is probably not good for you. But anyway, moving on, as we make our way here, we're going to take a short little break as we make our way here towards the to the end of our show here. We're going to take a short little break. When we come back, we got a little fun item here to talk about that will, a couple of them actually, that will carry out to round out the show. You're listening to 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source. And we're going to take a short little break. We'll be back right after this. Stay tuned.
PAL's Ocala Auto Repair fixes all makes and models. PAL's makes sure that your vehicle's engine, mechanical, and electrical components are healthy at all times. PAL's team would much rather see you drive to their shop for a full checkup than be towed in for a complex repair. Give PAL's a call today to schedule your next service appointment. 352-414-2984. What? A nationwide warranty, 36 months or 36,000 miles, whichever comes first? PAL's looks forward to servicing you and servicing your vehicle. 352-414-2984.
Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440. In addition to our pasture mowing and tractor services, including zero-turn mowers for your fence line finish, we also offer rototilling and fence row spraying. We are family-owned and operated, licensed and insured, and farm-ready. Powell Gene, Gene, at yahoo.com, 352-629-2440. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440. Gene is a proud United States veteran.
We are proud to announce the Conservative Watch Hour on WOCA 96.3 FM and 1370 AM every Friday at 11 a.m. Hosted by Annie Marie Delgado, President of Trump Team 2020 Florida, and her co-host Ann Vandersteel with SteelTruth.com. We are serving a higher level of excellence, and we are the only program of this type in this market. Don't miss your weekly dose of conservative talk radio. WOCA 11 a.m. Fridays, 96.3 and 1370 a.m.
A partly sunny day today, high 82 to 84. For tonight, mainly clear, low 61 to 66. Then a partly sunny day for tomorrow with a high Wednesday, 87 to 89. And at night, turning out to be partly cloudy with a low 65 to 69. For Thursday, partial sunshine with a shower or a thunderstorm, high 81 to 87. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Kevin Snyder.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Additional funding is now available for the Paycheck Protection Program. Apply now. Over $300 billion additional dollars in 100% federally guaranteed loans are available to small businesses and independent contractors. Funds can be used towards payroll costs, rent, utilities, and interest on mortgages. Get, gather, and go now. Get informed by visiting OcalaCEP.com COVID-19 updates page. There you can gather the needed documents and go apply. For info, visit OcalaCEP.com COVID-19 updates page.
How would you like to become more competitive, effective, and profitable in difficult times? For most of us, the answer is obviously yes. Wednesday morning at 9:05, Greg Kowalik, president of Rapid Development Solutions, will be Adam's guest to tell us how Rapid Development Solutions has helped Fortune 100 customers do just that through the application of innovative technology. It's software for the modern age. Again, that's Wednesday at 9:05 a.m. News you can use from The Source, WOCA 1370 AM and 96.3 FM. The Centers is open for services. They can provide telehealth services via iPhone or Android cell phone or computer. Please call them at 352-291-5555.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Hello, I'm Mark Sears with Regency Printing. With over 10 years in the printing business, I know you'll find Regency Printing the place for all your local printing needs. Plus, I have fax services, mailbox rentals, notary service, U.S. mail, pack and ship, all at one convenient location, 2375 Northeast 25th Avenue. Just look for the yellow signs. Regency Printing, 789-6683. That's 789-6683. Regency Printing.
Listening to AM Ocala Live, WOCA, The Source, 96.3 FM, 1370 AM. Thank you, everybody. Happy Tuesday as we're rounding out our show now, 10 minutes before the top of the 11 o'clock hour. As we were mentioning before the break, it was a news attacks that come up. It was a national headline that said a study says that children allowed to watch R-rated movies are more likely to start drinking at an early age. Now, I read that, and then I did a little research here. It says Out of Washington, D.C., it says in a 2005, let's see, 2011, 2012, it was a survey where 12 to 17-year-olds who watch 3 or more R-rated movies in a typical month are at 4 times the risk of substance abuse than those who do not watch R-rated movies. This was among the most striking findings in the National Survey of American Attitudes in Substance Abuse X, Teens and Parents. It says, we don't know where to gather these numbers, but in a typical month, 43% of 12 to 17-year-olds watch 3 or more R-rated movies, either in theaters or on home video, compared to the 22% of such teens who do not watch any R-related movies. Now, those who watch 3 or more movies that are R-rated in a month are typically, a typical month are nearly 7 times likelier to smoke cigarettes, 5 times likelier to drink alcohol, and more than 6 times likelier to try marijuana. Another troubling survey finds an increasing the number of students who attended drug-infected schools. It's a little, I think this is a stretch, as videotapes, DVDs, and video on demand in our homes available for video stores, multi-screens, saying that the health and welfare for the U.S. Secretary of Health and Education of Welfare. It's among the surveys of other key findings is teens who say that more than half their friends are sexually active, nearly 6 times likelier to smoke, drink, and use drugs. Morality, parental attitude, and health considerations is far more powerful influence than legal restriction and illegality. That's a little crazy. Because I think about when I was that age and how many R-rated movies. Man, how many times I seen Die Hard when I was 15 years old? Ace Ventura: Pet Detective when I was 8. I have that movie memorized, and I'm pretty sure that was should have been rated R, although it was rated PG-13. Anyway, nonetheless, this one's a funny one here as we move on here. It says a mom has become made fun of because of her baby's name sounding like lasagna. It says a woman on Reddit recently asked for advice on whether or not she should change her daughter's name because of the influx of people making the comment that her daughter's name sounds like lasagna, and then going on a forum type setting to say, hey, is there anybody else that feels this way, and is it worth changing? Because it sounds like lasagna. The daughter's full name is Elizabeth Anya Jane. I said that fast on purpose. Elizabeth Anya Jane. And her daughter's full name, Elizabeth Anya Jane, sounds like lasagna as lasagna, but they call her Liz Anya Jane. And her family has been making fun of her, and her mom's fun of the chase of that name for quite some time now. So I want to see the survey on that. But that does feel punishing. Elizabeth Anya, Liz Anya, yeah. That's kind of neat. We'll come to find out it's her mom's favorite food. So there you go. This one comes up. This is not the kid's fault. Maybe this is the parents' fault. It says phones may be distracting for parents while kids play at parks. It says research shows smartphones are one of the most common distractions for parents and caregivers to overcome while supervising children at playgrounds. When caregivers were observed at playgrounds, phones were involved in about 30% of the distractions. But phones were not the top distraction. That designation goes to still talking to other people, with phones just a fraction behind. Okay, so right there, it's like, yeah, phones may be playing a part in the distraction, but there's still people interacting just like it was back before cell phones were a thing. When Mom and Marge have a cigarette and they're talking and you fall off the slide, then, it's just negligence all around. But, hey, it's going to happen. Let's moving on. As this one come up, a wacky but true, if you will, and I got a little bit more in the article of this one. It says, wanting out of work, Richard Hamilton called in a bomb threat. Richard Hamilton was having a bad day Thursday. He didn't want to work. That's why, according to investigators, he called in a bomb threat that morning to the Wellington, Florida Water Treatment Center Florida man, that's how they all start, right? Florida man, wanting out of work, called in a bomb threat. Called in a bomb threat that morning of Wellington, Florida Water Treatment Center, where he was working with a construction crew. Authorities arrested Hamilton on a charge of making a bomb threat during the coronavirus pandemic, a national emergency. And looking more into this, as the South Florida man who told deputies he was, quote, having a bad day. And with having a bad day and wanting to go home, called in a bomb threat to get out of work. As Richard Hamilton, 36 years old, of Miramar, was charged with making a false report of a bomb, according to the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office. And according to probable cause affidavit, Hamilton was part of the construction crew working at the Wellington's water treatment facility at 7 a.m. And deputies responding to the bomb threat called to determine Hamilton was the caller, and they evacuated 20 people from the building. And according to that affidavit, Hamilton originally told deputies that he had lost his phone, but later took full responsibility for making the phone threat. Richard stated that there was no bomb and that he made the threats after having a bad day and wanting to get out of work. Hamilton was released from the Palm Beach County Jail on Friday after posting $10,000 for the bail. There's other ways to go about that, man. There's other ways to go about that. Bomb threat's not a good one. I guess if he's got a record of it, he started in high school when he pulled the fire alarm too. As we move on here, just to finish up, we got one more for you. As a candidate for governor picks his dad as his running mate. 3 of the candidates vying to win the Democratic nomination for the Utah governor have announced their picks for running mates. One of them, Nikki Rapinoe, announced an eyebrow-raising candidate in a YouTube video as he then put forth the effort to say that his father, Nikki Rapinoe Sr., would be his running mate. Like father, like son, to run the state. There you go. Interesting. And one more wacky but true. A man busted for taking a walk with his fish. Man busted for taking fish on a walk. In Spain, a man was trying to take advantage of a rule allowing pet owners to leave their homes so the pets can relieve themselves. Okay, well, the man was busted for taking his pet fish on a walk in its bowl, as police tweeted a picture of the suspect sitting on a bench with his finned friend. Last month, police in Spain caught a man in a T-Rex costume roaming the city streets. Oh, boy. And on that note, we're going to leave it for another day. As we say, thank you for listening. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source. That'll do it for me this Tuesday. It's a good show Tuesday. Stay tuned for tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday, hump day. We'll get through it. Beautiful weather day. Get out there and enjoy it with the proper distancing. May see ourselves return some normalcy. That'll be good. Stay healthy, everybody. And until tomorrow, that'll do it for us here. I want to thank Caroline Baldwin. I want to thank Matt Gibbs, Joe Martone. Until tomorrow, everybody, goodbye.
USA Radio News with Chris Barnes.
President Trump is again defending the levels of coronavirus testing across the nation. He tweeted this morning that the U.S. has tested more people than any other country and argued the media does nothing but complain. States are beginning to reopen as the coronavirus pandemic pushes into another month. Many states are taking a very cautious approach, though, with no changes planned until leaders are confident their outbreak is easing. On the U.S. economy and when it might bounce back, President Trump said at a briefing last evening,
"You're going to see a big rise in the third, but you're going to see an incredible fourth quarter, and you're going to have an incredible next year."
Stocks surging at the opening bell today on Wall Street. The Dow up more than 350 points at times, a day after finishing more than 350 points higher at the close. This is USA Radio News.
Hi,
Hi, this is Wayne Allen Root, and do I have a perfect book at the perfect time for you? Dr. Nancy Wolfe is a conservative and capitalist professor emeritus in the psychology department at UCLA, where she spent 30 years. She studied and taught about the human mind. She knows exactly what we need to hear right now as chaos and crisis descend around us. Her book is Conscious Matrix. Nancy explains why the liberals, socialists, and globalists try to destroy us right now will not and cannot succeed, because we as Americans are wired to win, to be the greatest nation and the greatest people ever in the history of mankind.